Thanks for watching another episode of the EDC podcast. My name is Ian Dunlap, also known as You Don't Care. I'm here with Jeremy Savo.
Recording in
I always
progress.
feel like I always mess that up every time.
My name?
Savo. Is it Savo? Savo?
Savo.
Savo. Yeah, I've been ruining it, and no one's correcting me. No one's correcting me whatsoever. But no, before we got on, we was talking about. I can't wait to get on the road again, bro. You killed that. That's when I texted you last night on Instagram because I was watching it. I'm just like, bruh, it's like it's nasty, dude. And I don't know if that's in the regular song, the original song. Like I never took time out to listen to it.
That outro thing?
Yeah,
No.
it's stupid.
No, I added that.
Yeah, bro. Every time smashing. But like that was broken to me, dude. So wait, you said you were working on something else now, but like.
Yeah, I'm right in the middle. I'm just taking like a break from my recording session at here at my house to talk to you now. But I just got the like fundamental takedown for the song I'm working on now, which is called "Dust in a Baggie," which is another sort of like country-ish bluegrass kind of thing. It's actually even more towards bluegrass. It's really fast, fast acoustic, and I've been working on it since for like an hour, no, like 3.5 hours just to get like the rhythm, guitar, and voice recorded. Because just hard. It's just a hard song, and I'm trying to record the guitar and vocals together at the same time.
Forgive my ignorance. Is this original or is this another cover?
It's a cover. It's a cover. Yeah, I have an original EP coming out, by the way, but I like to work on a lot of covers. Yeah, they're fun and they're like, I don't know, they're good for the internet.
Dude, as a musician, I always feel like I never consider myself like a creative.
Yeah.
As far when it comes to music, like I get my passion out of like playing like songs that's already there.
Right.
Like and just vibing and feeling through it. Like I don't mind like I played on like I think 2 albums in my lifetime so far, and like it's cool, but it's never like no more than that because I played with Young. It's cool, but it's never like as a feeling as like, oh, I love this groove off this song. I can't wait to play this for like 2 hours straight. I always had that feeling for it. But before we even get in a convo, Jer, let me take some responsibility because I destroyed our last podcast. Let's introduce like the whole vibe. So like this Jeremy Savo, and I know Jeremy from playing drums at church, and I got a gig. Basically, when COVID happened, I stopped playing at my church. It's a whole story out there. I got a gig call from mutual musician friend L, and basically he brought me in on this gig. What, you there before me, Jer?
No, you were there before me.
I was there before you. Okay, so L bringing me in on this gig, and like basically the situation is just like they're swapping out, or not swapping out necessarily, but they're revamping like their music ministry, and like I believe the drummer that was there before me, she was leaving. I think she moved somewhere. I'm not sure, but the MD there was also leaving. Like he had another opportunity or whatever the case is. So they were just revamping the whole music ministry to my knowledge. So basically, I got the call there, played there a few weeks, and then Jared comes in, and I don't know if I remembered you the first time, but I know Jared from before that, from a gig with Jan, right? That we never got to do. The gig never played.
I think we might have done like 1.5 gigs together.
Okay.
Like I think we might have played on South Street together, South Street Festival. Yeah, I think we did.
South Street Festival? Were we on stage?
Yeah, I think that gig actually happened. And then there was another. So I met Kenyon through. I played with my band Out of the Beard Space at Milk Boy in like 2014, opening for a band called the Main Squeeze. And
I remember that though.
There, did you play that?
I'm not sure, but I remember the Main Squeeze.
I remember the Main Squeeze. Played, and then us, and then the Main Squeeze. And we were like, dang, these guys are awesome. And me and Kenyon kept in touch, and then he would call me every once in a while if he like needed a guitar player to sub for his
Yeah.
band. And so I played the South Street gig, and then we were gonna play a gig. We rehearsed, I think, and then we all got together to carpool in a van, and we drove. What happened? We drove halfway to the gig, and then it was canceled or something.
We was late the whole time. Like we was late from the moment we left the crib. From the moment we left the crib, we were late. And then Jan's like, I'm sitting in the passenger, and Jan's he's talking to me the whole time like, dang, we gotta go grab Mike or something like that. And I'm like, what time we gotta be at the gig? I think it was like 5, 6, something stupid.
And it was like a drive. It was like a 2-hour drive.
It was a solid 2-hour drive. And like, he's like, oh, we gotta go grab Mike. Mike lived downtown. It's like I had to say 12:30 from the moment we got or not. It was we probably got it a little early, probably like 11:30. Got the van. Then we had to go grab a bunch of people. Go grab Mike Reilly, who was living downtown, or we was picking him up from downtown, whatever the case is. Yeah. And it was already around like 1:30. I forget where we grabbed you from.
Guys in South Philly.
You met us in South Philly. Okay, so that was after we grabbed Mike. I'm sure of it.
I remember I got there when I was supposed to get there, and then I sat and waited for an hour, 2 hours. For you
guys my gosh! So yeah, so
halfway there, and then they were like, "No, you guys are too late. Turn." And then we just turned around and we drove back home.
Bruh, I think we made it at least to my mom's house. She lives like Middletown area in Delaware. Middletown area in Delaware. So it had to be in Maryland, and we were legit half, and it was bad.
Going to Baltimore.
Yeah, it was legit bad. So like. So that's where I first kind of met Jared, and then like I said, we started playing at a church gig basically.
That was also because of Kenyon too, because I got called for another gig with him, but you weren't on it. But I got called for a gig with him, and it was and LJ was there playing keyboard.
I think I know about that. I didn't play with this. Did Spank play that gig, or was it?
I don't think it was Spank.
Who was it? Was it
someone good? I don't know.
I can't remember who it was, but I remember the gig you're talking about. I think I had to work.
LJ was like, "Yo, you want a church gig?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I'd had a church gig before, but it had been a little while. Yeah.
So wait. So that's how you got to do. I feel like everybody know Jan. This was the weirdest thing. I feel like he's just one of those people that's just like not even like super huge that everybody know him. It's just like he's just around. He's just around.
Person.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird, like to the point where I'm looking to buy a drum set, and Jan's like, "Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Some dude just gave me a drum set for free for no reason." Yeah, like just walking into him, stupid stuff. Like it's the weirdest thing to know him, but like but yeah, so that's how we linked up and everything. But like for you, Jared, I don't know if you want to go over like where'd you start with music and everything? Because I know you guys went like Schoolhouse Rock. School of Rock, legit.
All the way back? You want me to go all the way back?
Go all the way back, yeah. Just so it's like I'm curious myself, cause like you and Kev, I told y'all before, like I told y'all like, yo, I love playing with y'all, but like, it's y'all have like this thing that music is just like there. Like for me, I got it too on a different side where it's like music's just been there, but you guys legit just grabbed music. And it's like I'm very what would you call it? I'm very like curious of like how that happened. Like what happened? What happened, Chief?
Well, I was in 7th grade and I was going to Rosa Middle School in Cherry Hill, and we had music class once a week. And in 7th grade at my particular middle school, 7th grade was guitar. The whole year was guitar for me. Once a week we would go to music class and we played guitar the whole time. And the teacher in that class was someone who I already was like very comfortable with because he was my homeroom teacher.
Yeah.
And I really liked him. He was a super friendly and funny and nice guy. And then he introduced us to the guitar, and he had like 30 guitars for us to play in the room. He had a whole like teaching course he came up with that was really good, and it just got me. I just got hooked on the guitar like right away. And I always remember like leaving music class the first time I ever played the guitar, leaving music class, and I went to math class, and the whole time I was in math class I was just thinking about the guitar. And then he let me like loan out one of the school's guitars and bring it home for a few weeks because he saw I was into it, and that was a thing he would do for people. So he let me take like the practice book and the guitar home, and I remember the first night I had the guitar, I just like stayed up till the middle of the night, and I just like went through as much of the book as I could possibly get through because I was just so fascinated by it. Addicted. Yeah. And then I was just, I don't know, I was just really serious about it. Ever since then, like it became my identity like very instantly. It was just like, oh yeah, because you know, I up till then I was into sports, and my main thing was like hockey.
Yeah, I was going to ask, was you into music at all before that point in 7th grade, or was it just like?
I mean, I loved music, but I didn't play.
Didn't play.
I
okay.
played flute. I played flute for like 1 year in 4th grade, but I didn't really take to it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So like that's weird because like for me, I couldn't tell you when I started like playing drums. Like I can tell you like when my first drum set I got was, which was like I want to say 2, 3 maybe. Like my dad got me that kid drum set with like just the toms and the small cymbal in the middle. I don't know if it was that one or if it was my next drum set my dad got, but somebody got me that John, and I remember playing that vividly. But like, what made me want to start, I could not tell you for the life of me at all.
You think your parents just put it in front of you just to see, and you wound up taking to it?
Well, no, my family's very like musically inclined itself, so like, and like just being in church regardless, like you're gonna touch it anyway. So, like, you know, growing up in church, that's how I would get connected to it. Then like, you know, drums is everybody go to because it's the easiest thing to grab. It's just like you just go there. You either got it or you don't after playing the drums. But like it's the easiest thing to grab. So everybody in church could play you a groove or something stupid like that. So at that point, it was just me like being around it like all the time, all church all the time. And then like in that era, it was like the golden era at that point. Like you had Philly just going off with like the Black Lily era, like all soul and neo soul and all that going crazy. I grew up in that like right there, like where my cousins was like I got a cousin that's a music producer that was heavy on the music scene. My aunt was dating like or married to now, the drummer that was going crazy in that scene. Like, and in church it was just like there was choirs that's going crazy. Like Ty Tribbett, Ty Tribbett.
Right.
Ty Tribbett's around that area, like Philly, Jersey. They're in that area. There's another choir adjacent to them called Jehovah Chosen. Going stupid. So I'm growing up in all of that and just like absorbing music, in a sense. So like, and I was very. Apart from music, I'm just very observant as a kid. So like, just watching how everything goes, and then like, oh, they smashing. Like in my head, I don't know they smashing on drums or nothing crazy. It's just like, oh, that's wild. Like it make me feel a certain way. And then like, I always know I like playing drums. Like even as a kid, like I'll just play out services at home. Like my mom would be singing, or my sister would be singing, and I'll be playing like like just getting the regular grooves going.
Yeah.
Just fun up, like all that stupid stuff. So like just playing that in repetition just made me fall in love with it. It wasn't until like I want to say it's around the same time as you, like around 6th or 7th grade, that I actually started playing like music. Like my uncles, like I said, they're in the music scene, so they'll basically be like, "Yo, it's cool, like you like music and stuff, but make sure you go," because they're coming from like the church realm. They kind of like punched it on me. I don't know if they even noticed, like they actually did, but they kind of just, even if it was once or twice, they kind of just punched it on me to say, "Yo, make sure you go, if you like playing drums, go play in orchestra, go play in like in school and stuff like that." So that's where I go to learn how to read. You know, like I haven't read in a while, so if you ask me to read right now, it's gonna take me some time, but that's where I got the basic knowledge of reading, like just going to actually focus on music and stuff like that. So that's where it kind of picked up for me. It was around the same time as you, but it's always like been there. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I always say I think church is probably the best possible musical upbringing you could have as someone who didn't have it.
Yeah.
And I guess just to clarify, I don't mean like any church. I guess I mean like the black churches specific. Like that whole world. And people don't understand. People who aren't from the Philly area, they don't understand. Even people from the Philly area don't understand. People only like people who aren't musicians. I actually really always love telling people about this. I'm like, yo,
Really?
you might not know, but like the gospel scene in Philly and South Jersey is like huge, and
It's
it's like
huge.
it's it's huge in its influence. It's like everyone everyone in the world probably has seen Philly musicians
Hmm.
from the gospel scene play on stage, whether it's like backing up their favorite pop star at the Grammys or at the Super Bowl halftime show or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like all those big gigs,
Yeah.
Philly church musicians playing in them.
Somewhere.
Yeah,
Somewhere. Even if it's the dude on percussion, they somewhere
right.
there.
Very human.
Like it's
And that's
wild, and
like,
it's weird because from my side, I can't see it from that way. Like, of course I see it, but I'm not one to expand my personal world to like fit the whole world. So like for me, like I'll just notice like certain people, but to see from someone outside to say, "Oh yeah, I know, I see it," it's like wild to me.
right.
It's
Because I'm
wild to
like
me.
I'm like an outsider, insider at the same
Outsider,
time.
insider, yeah.
Because like I didn't grow up in it, and it's
Hmm.
like it's not my faith either.
Yeah.
But um, and I tend to be one of the only white guys there, which
Hilarious.
doesn't seem to, which honestly doesn't really seem to matter that much. But
No, it
um,
doesn't.
yeah, but it does make me different.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I've been, but all that being said, I have played at churches for like 7 years total, if you add it all up. So
Facts.
I do, yeah, so I do have a good understanding of what it is for who I am.
Dude, it's just so
And I
weird.
love it. I love it, and I miss it. I do miss it.
Do you? Are you looking for somewhere
Oh
out there?
yeah. Not like super actively. I did email a couple churches, but getting here and trying to get settled in, I don't know, there's so many different routes I can go,
Yeah.
and I just haven't, you know, I could email like every church on the island,
Yeah.
and maybe I'll get something, or maybe I won't. I don't know, but I haven't done that yet. I just emailed a couple places and no one got back to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have a church gig here.
Dude, talk about that because you kind of like ignored it the whole time, which is like fine because I'd rather it stretch out. But like, Jared's not here no more.
Right.
Talk about that, Jared, because I got so many questions to ask you, but I want to get your thought on it first.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm in Hawaii. I am in Maui, on the island of Maui, which is the second most populated island. Um, and I've been here for just over a month. And
Yeah.
yeah, I moved here with my girlfriend, Zoya, who got a job here. And yeah, I knew that she needed to change it up, and I knew she needed to live somewhere else. I've
Yeah.
known that for a while, and so I've known that a move was imminent, and we wound up picking Hawaii.
The wildest move.
Yeah.
Oh.
Um, and there's great things about it, and there's hard things about it. Like, it's not a world class music place the way Philly is.
Yeah.
So that's really different. In fact, you could probably, I don't know, I don't know what the numbers are, but you could probably find, I was guessing that maybe there's 15 to 20 people on this whole island that like survive with music,
Really?
that like music is their livelihood. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Everyone else there's lots of musicians, but most people do other jobs. Obviously in the
Yeah.
Philly area, tons of people who are making a living with music.
Yeah.
So being here, it's sort of like being a bigger fish in a smaller pond.
Yeah.
As in Philly, inevitably you're a very small fish in a very, very
Huge
big
pond. Yeah.
There's so many opportunities in Philly, but there's also so much competition.
Right.
Here there's way fewer opportunities and way less competition. So it's just
there.
different.
Yeah.
It's different. So it's been interesting. It's been real interesting trying to like penetrate the music
scene.
music world here, the music scene, and
Uh.
but it's been pretty cool so far, and I am, because I have so much less going on
Mhm.
here than I had at home. I'm spending a lot of time just like making recordings, making videos, and all that. And I know you've been following along some of that
Dude,
stuff.
I'm so inspired. When I say like I saw your vids and I'm like yo, dude, you making me want to like you bringing back the love of being like a musician again because you
Mhm.
have to you legit have to. I feel like once you set in stone, like kind of like you were here, like you still moving, but like once you set in stone where you have that happening for you, it's kind of like it's not necessarily that you're not being a musician, but it's kind of like you're forced to have to be like back from the start. But you
Oh yeah,
are. You're forced. You're forced. You legit are forced from the start. So
yeah.
like,
It's like I'm 18 again or something.
yeah. So it's like it gave me that feeling of like, dang, Jared's out there like moving crazy. Like me, I got a whole different vibe where I'm like, I'm about to buy a crib and all that. Something stupid. Like I'll tell you about that later. But like, it makes me want to be like, dang, I'm off on Tuesdays. Let me see if there's a gig on Tuesdays. Low key. Like it gives me that feeling again, and it's like, yo, I want that, man. Like, of course, I've been picking up keys, crazy, and I hopefully start, moving toward that realm of like gigging, because I'll take that on. I'll take that on right now if I could. Like keys has been my everything, but like even just playing drums, like I'm like, yo, it gets me to want to look for another gig, to want to have to get up to go play a gig, like, cause you know me, like I'm usually like, if it ain't worth my time, no way I'm going to that gig. No way.
Yeah.
But like it's making me want to be like a musician again, which is like dope, man. It's super
Well,
dope.
yeah. Well, how is it? How come it's having that effect?
I have no idea. I think it's just it's bringing back the love of it. Remember when I think we had conversations before when I was like like I love music to death. It's just like the scene. I guess it's a different scene that you in. I guess it's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
different scene that you in because it's like even when I'll follow this dude on YouTube um and he's not like the dopest drummer in the world or like playing the craziest gigs, but he's gigging. And like he records himself to he's just like gigging out there. He's just like actually being a drummer, actually being a musician. Oh, they sent me some music I gotta learn. Oh, let me go learn this. Let me go learn this music. Let me go do this gig, rather than just having a gig that you got and doing it. Like the scene is different. So like the reason I fall out of love with it is because like like the Philly scene is cool, but at a certain point it gets kind of tiresome. It gets kind of tiresome, and it's like I'm not in love with the scene too much. Like I love music to death. Like I seen Trey Lambert post something the other day with his band. Like his band's going on tour, and I'm like, oh, that's dope, man. Like that's a vibe. Like I'm in love with that. But like the scene of it is just like not scene of that specifically, but just the scene of having to go out and being it because the circle's kind of revolving. Like unless you come from outside of it, the church vibes that you were talking about, they're cool and they're like the competitive nature, like iron sharpens irons in that field. But it's like if you get too stuck in there, it's easy to get stuck in there and it's easy to get repetitive. And like you get tired of the scene fast. And because it's so for lack of a better word, developed, like that music scene, it's like you feel like that's where it's supposed to be at. So it's kind of hard to break off to like other gigs. Like I never played like a straight country gig before. I'll be down
Yeah.
to play a straight country gig. I never played a straight rock gig before. I'll be super down to play that. It's always been in this kind of genre of where like I see the same dudes that's in the church realm scene, or like I'm playing the same gigs with Jan or like anything like that. It just kind of gets repetitive, and it's like to a certain point, I'm not being a musician no more. I'm just like this drummer for this gig,
Right.
if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about this in one of the videos I made. It's like uh, there's so many people, right? There's
Yeah.
the Philly scene is so big. There's so many people. There's so many really top tier musicians, and I think it can be easy to like get yourself a little pigeonholed, even if
Mhm.
it's in your own mind, even if it's just in your own mind. It's like you start to know like how people see you.
Yeah.
People see you as, you know, you do these type of gigs. These are the gigs these are the type of gigs that you get called for.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's just that like you kind of like you have your place in the hierarchy, and it's hard. It can be sometimes once that's settled in, it can be kind of hard to move
Yeah.
up or across. You know,
Right.
like whether you want to play a different genre or play a bigger gig in the same genre that you've been in, like it can be hard to move. You can get stuck. And so yeah, that's one thing that's cool about being someplace new is it's just like
It forces you.
you have you have to carve out a new space for yourself.
Oh, I want to ask you: are you playing like? Because I saw you play a few gigs. Is it straight Hawaiian now, or like what's the vibes? Jared's gonna have to do ukulele from now on. You go crazy just on the noodling.
I do have. They say ukulele. That's
ukulele. Oh, that's tough. Oh, you're Hawaiian halfway there.
I do have one now. It's not mine. It's on loan because I got on the teaching roster at a music school, and they were like, hey, like if you want to teach guitar here, you got to also teach uk because like that's such a popular instrument in Hawaii.
Exactly.
We're like, and I was like, I'm totally down. I can do that because it's so similar to the guitar.
Yeah.
But like, I don't have one, and they were like, here, take this one home. So they just gave me one.
Oh, that's fire.
And I've been messing around with it. It's a really fun instrument.
Is it?
It's really small and portable, and I really like that. I've been taking it on the beach with me.
Yeah.
It's very Hawaiian.
Oh, let's go.
It's just a lot easier to walk around with it than a guitar because it's this big, you know. But it's also fun because it's got this tuning where it's very similar to guitar. Mm-hmm. So it's like the guitar, but with a capo on the 5th fret.
Okay.
No, then it's only the high pitched 4 strings, right? So no low E, no A, and then but the lowest string, the string that would be the D string, except capoed at the 5th fret, is up an octave. I don't know if you're still following me, but
I'm following you. I'm there.
In other words, you can play like a lot of the same chord shapes from guitar, but it's all up a 4th. It's
Jeez.
up a but it's a lot of the same shapes. But like, you know, if you play like the shape of a D chord on guitar, on the uk it's a G.
Oh, okay.
But then you have this added element of like the one string is tuned an octave up, and so you can get these sort of like interesting tight clustery chords that would be impossible to play on guitar.
I always thought it was just a shorter guitar, but it's a totally different instrument.
It can be. There's all different types of uks. There's like you can get a 6-string gitolele, they call it.
Gitolele. Yo, these are fire names.
Yeah. And you can get a ukulele bass and all sorts of stuff.
Oh wow. Jeez Louise, dude. But no.
So I don't remember what question you started by asking me. I think I wound up not answering it, but
I felt like we were talking about just the scene. Like you asked me a question actually. You asked me how what it feels the way. I think that's more mental though, because you did touch on it. I think it's more just a mental thing, but that's what drives you, low-key. That's what drives you musically. Like as a musician, that's what pushes you. I think me and Kev was talking about that the other day. It was like what pushes you as a musician, and he was arguing basically. I think he was arguing. I don't want to misquote him, but I think he was arguing the gig itself, like the gig itself. So like. Yeah, he was arguing the gig itself because we were talking about touring. So like, I'm like, yo, dang, would you take like, just because it's close to home, would you take like the Lauryn Hill gig or whatever the case is? He was talking about, and he's like, yeah, for the experience, because like if the pay isn't like destroying everything, he would still go for the experience of it. So like the experience of playing with like world class musicians to push them further and things of that nature. And I was kind of arguing on the other side, like you yourself wanting to be like the world class musician is kind of what pushes you. So I think we were just talking we were just kind of talking different sides of semantics, but that's what it is. It's just your mental, man. Like being forced for your like having a forced push on your mental is solid, basically. Is my opinion on it, but. That's what reinvigorated my want to be a musician. The want to be a musician and like the vlogging, dude. Like you about to start crushing. I hope you keep doing it.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Are you having fun?
I am. It's an interesting thing, right? Because I'm not making any money with it, but I am putting most of my time into it.
Yeah.
So, like between the the vlogs you've seen,
Mm-hmm.
you've seen one music video. I'm working on another music video now, and I've been working on finishing an album, which is finished. So now I'm gonna be working on releasing that. So,
Yeah.
but like those things that I just mentioned take up the bulk of my working hours. I am doing things like networking, getting on teaching rosters. I
Yeah.
have some paid gigs coming up. I'm playing in a reggae band, but like
Let's go. Let's go.
thing on the islands. But anyways, the all the like content creation stuff,
Mhm.
that's where most of my time's going.
It's a lot of
I'm
time.
not making any money. I'm just living off savings right now
Yeah.
until I build back up an income. And the problem is that once I build back up an income, I'm gonna be too busy to do this stuff, or
Yeah.
at least too busy to do it as often as I'm doing it now. Like that. The most recent video I released, which was called "How I Got My First Gig in Hawaii."
Yeah.
It was 13 minutes long, heavily edited. It was almost like a documentary style,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me 4 straight days of editing.
4 days of editing? What are you
4 days of
doing?
editing. I mean, it was editing and filming commentary. So like I had all this like documentary style
Okay.
footage, and then putting it all together. Like I'm talking about like when I say 4 days, I mean probably like I put in 8 hours a day for 4 days.
Oh
to get
my
it done.
God, Chief. Dude, I think my longest videos may have been, I want to say 20, 25 minutes. But it's clipping for the most part. But also, I don't do a lot of the edits that you do in there. Like, there were some crazy edits. Not gonna lie. And it's a lot of the time you're I forget what you said you did when you have to like stop it because it keeps lagging when you're editing and stuff.
Oh, I haven't been having the problem. I've been using my GoPro as like my main camera.
Oh, it's quicker with your GoPro.
Everything with my GoPro, and then that's it. That's been making it easier.
Easy.
And it's higher quality. So.
Oh. What's it shoot? 4K, 8K?
They can shoot 5K.
5K.
But I don't usually shoot in 5K because those files are huge, and there's just no need for it for a YouTube video.
Well, I shoot in 4, and like to make them shorter, I'll just bring down the output from like iMovie to 720. But it still crushes. It still crushes. I don't know why. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But like, if it's working, I'm using it. I'm using it every time. But no, I need to start vlogging again, man. I've started getting into airsoft lately.
What is that?
Airsoft? It's like it's like paintballing, but it's like with BB guns.
All right.
I just bought my first airsoft gun. Actually, I think I'm going in January. That's when I might start. I might start vlogging again at that point. But I haven't vlogged in a minute.
So what's your whole what is your goal with the podcasting? What got you into that?
Honestly, it's just therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love doing it. Like I guess I got into it. Well, I got into it beforehand because I did it with my boys. We had a podcast called Brev Talk. You remember that? We had that going for a while, and then like that kind of went down in ricochets. And it was like that was cool for me to just talk with the bulls and everything like that, and just had that going. But then me and Satara started. We did therapy for a little bit in like the beginning of the year, and like just talking and stuff like that. It was like I don't think people realize talking is like I think if I read you wrong, I feel like you get the idea. But talking is very like helpful, like very therapeutic. It's even if you're talking about nothing, just speaking is just like it's everything. Like so, my idea, huh?
I think talking through ideas or writing them down or just any form of output is really helpful.
It's
Clarify
extremely
your own
helpful.
thoughts.
So like I got the idea because it was just like I feel like people very very much so they don't recognize the power in it. Like the power and like the actual thought behind talking. Like I'm one of those people that like I don't get upset, but I very much would rather you say what you mean. And I feel like a lot of people kind of lost that. Like a lot of people lost the power on word, and word is like it's everything, dude. And not only that, like I said, it's therapeutic. So like for me, just being able to talk about stuff like I don't really gossip or nothing like that. Like for the most part, I'm just talking my ideas out, talking anything that's coming to mind. Like, dang, what I think about this, what I think about that. But like, just the release of it all is like everything, dude. So that's why I started it. Like, I had no plans, have no plans for it to like go crazy. I wouldn't mind if it did, if like I got crazy million followers or something stupid like that. But like,
Yeah.
that's not why. Like, I started just because I want to be able to like have a reason to speak my mind, have a reason to just talk for no reason at all. Like, and then like the reason I started doing the unlisted is because like it's cool to just do that, but then like to talk to somebody is like, oh, that's even better. Let's go. Let's start talking to people. So I got these unlisteds going where like I'll send them out. Like today I only did it on the Instagram, John, because I'm not gonna really be talking to people, but I'll send them out to people like whoever wants to join. Like there's a few people that always wants me to send them the link so they can join in and just have a conversation, like just random conversation. Random conversation on Wednesdays. It's like my whole vibe. So like, that's why I started it.
Yeah, it's a good excuse to just talk to people too.
Yeah.
And like just like for us to talk and hang out.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know. I noticed that even if there's literally no one watching,
Mm-hmm.
just the fact that like the red light is on and we're recording,
It forces.
it just makes me more focused
Mm-hmm.
and more present and a little bit more, I don't know, more thoughtful, less
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah.
You know,
It
like,
gives
I
its
could be
purpose,
lazy-
man.
yeah. I could be lazy in conversation sometimes. One on
Really?
I could be lazy in any set. I mean, I could be lazy in any setting.
You
know,
mean like zoning out?
I just mean my mind can wander.
Hilarious.
But like if I know that maybe there might be someone watching, it helps focus me a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's the same with music actually, where like you were talking about like where does the motivation come from?
Mm-hmm.
It's like for example, the song that I've been recording today, "Dust in a Baggie."
Yeah.
So it's Billy Strings. I taught you what bluegrass is. I remember.
Yeah. But wasn't it basically like it's just like I don't know. The way that I grasped it in my mind was like, oh, that's just old school church music, like down south church music. Sounds like.
Well, that's such a really interesting interpretation, but
Yeah.
because it is related to gospel music,
Yeah.
but you have to go really far back.
Far back.
But yeah, Billy Strings is like a current day artist who's he's like in his moment right now. He's huge. He's actually our age. He's my
Really?
age. And he's like the fucking, I'm not sure. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cursed.
Okay.
He's like the top of the bluegrass game. I actually left. That's why we wound up talking about bluegrass, because I left from church rehearsal and went straight to see Billy Strings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, he's an insane guitarist, and he shreds on the acoustic. That's something crazy about it, is it's all on the acoustic, and it's so hard to shred the way he does on acoustic because the string tension. There's so much more. It takes so much more muscle.
Really? So wait,
yeah.
can you even play? I feel like bluegrass is like meant for acoustic. You play electric?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna add some electric guitar to it because I just think it'll be interesting. I'm gonna do acoustic guitar, electric guitar with a slide.
The bluegrass purist is gonna hate you.
I know. That's fine. That's
hilarious.
But bluegrass is a world with a lot of purists.
Let's go.
It's sort of like jazz. It's sort of like jazz in that way. Like there's the old heads who are just like,
dude,
you're not allowed to do anything new. You know.
Jazz is insane.
Speaking of which, the old heads in bluegrass, they're like a lot of them don't like Billy Strings because he does new things, and he's the big star.
Yeah.
He's the big star, and one of the reasons why he's a big star is because he brings it into a new place. He's not just doing what's done before.
Yeah.
But and he's bringing all these, bluegrass isn't that popular of a genre. He's bringing all these new fans in. Yeah, and
which
then the
dope.
old heads are like. Yeah, right. But then all the old heads who are purists are like not into it. But
get out of here! Oh,
but there's always people like that. But anyway, this song I've known how to play. I learned it like in 2020. I've known how to play this song for 3 years, and I've been wanting to make a video of it this whole time, but it's just so hard for me to execute it as well as I feel I need to in order to release something. And
Jeez.
but like I really need, like, in order for me to master how to play it, I really need to record it and release it, because for me that helps with the motivation of, like, if I'm just sitting there practicing it so that I can play it by myself in my room,
There's no
I'm less
point.
likely to get there.
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting in front of my computer with the record button on,
Hmm.
then I'm like,
It's
oh, I
purpose.
better do this. Yeah.
It's purpose,
So
man. I feel like purpose is
having
everything.
that output, yeah, having an output, sharing music with other people is huge. And I don't know why, but I just have like a really strong, like, innate desire to do music and to put music into the world. And it's like it would have been probably more easy and more sane for me to just get a normal job when I moved here, at least to hold me over.
Yeah.
But I was like too stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm gonna live off my savings and for
Yeah.
as long as I can, and try to
Make it
and just
happen.
work music the entire time
That's so dope.
rather than get some other job.
Yeah.
Unless I absolutely have no other choice, then I will.
Last resort vibes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
and I don't know why I'm like this. I actually drive myself crazy sometimes, because sometimes I really just wish I had a normal job with normal pay and normal hours and benefits and all that.
Dude, you're
But I've
gifted.
never had it.
You're gifted. I gotta say that because it's like you legit are whatever like made you like that. It's dope because it's like I see why I can't, not that I can't, but I see why I don't do it, which is the reasons that you're returning to. Like,
Right.
I wish I didn't do it. It's like that's why I'm not doing it. But it's at the same time, like I wish I had I don't even know what I would call it, like that thing, because I legit do, but it's always like in my mind. I guess it's coming from more, and I don't want. I hate to be the guy because I always want to take accountability for everything. But I guess it stems from a lot of like upbringing and things of that nature as well. To where like from me, securing something is always like you have to make sure you're secure. I don't want to be in North no more. Like I need to make sure something's secure. So like that's been like, coming from that is like it's I guess that has something to do with it in a sense, but at the same time it's just like, dude, when I see you doing it, it's like, oh man, like, oh, once I get the crib, I might just attack music a little differently. Like, and I feel like in today's time you can do it easier, but you still have to, you know, put boots to the ground. Like, because the internet is like it pushes this mental that you can just do it. Like I think you said in one of your videos where you like, dang, I'm in Hawaii now. Let me just crush the scene and blow up huge on the internet, go crazy. Like the internet gives you that feel to be able to do that. But I feel like at a certain point you still have to, groundwork. Like you still have
Yeah,
to go out.
totally. And I don't think it would feel all that good
Mm-hmm.
to only do internet stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I need social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to play music with like
People.
other human
Yeah.
beings. But but when I was home, like when I was in Jersey,
Yeah.
my boots were on the ground so much that I had no time to do my own creative stuff.
Yeah.
So you were saying like you were saying you don't feel like a creative musician, you're more of a craftsman kind of. Like
Yeah.
you like the craft of music, like
Yeah.
the technicality of playing your instrument and like, yeah, crushing a song that already exists rather than
Yeah.
making your own song.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I've always had, again, it's like that's this stubbornness where I'm like, no, I want to be making original music. I want to
Mhm.
be an artist, and I've been doing that with bands, and that's great. But now I have this drive to just like I want to put out my own shit too. Like I
Yeah.
want to still be doing stuff with bands, but I want to put out my own stuff
Right.
under my own name, and um yeah, and I didn't have time to do that when I was in New Jersey because
Right.
I was too busy playing gig, like having to learn, even learning songs for church
Mhm.
every week, and then learning songs for various cover gigs I did, and learning songs for
Your
just for this
time
and
is
that
everything.
gig.
Yeah.
I always had songs I needed to be learning, I always had students I was teaching. I always had gigs to go drive to,
Yeah.
rehearsals to drive to, and so I didn't have time to sit behind a computer for 4 days in a row, 8 hours a
Right.
day editing video.
Right.
But that's what I need. I mean, obviously, I would love to be able to do that faster, and maybe with experience, I can double my speed. But like,
I promise you can double your speed. 4 days is crazy, Jared. 4 days. Oh my gosh. Or get the help.
yo, it's the same when I make these music videos, like that On the Road Again video.
Yeah.
That was like 4 days of work.
Oh
Probably.
my god.
Like, because it's like recording it,
Yeah.
practicing it, recording it, and then it's multi-tracked. And then I'm a perfectionist, so I have to do
Yeah.
I had like these slide guitar harmonies in that, and like first of all, I'm not really a good slide guitar player, but I wanted it to sound like I'm a good slide guitar player, so I had to practice it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't the kind of thing I could just do on the first take. And then I was working out these harmonies that I was writing myself, and so I experimented with a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
And then I mixed it, and then I went and filmed myself playing it with that, and I made that crazy illusion where it looks like there's a picture of me standing next to each other. Editing that takes a lot of hours. Filming it takes a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Editing it takes a lot of hours. And then even releasing it, because like I put clips on Instagram that I like went and hand selected, because on YouTube it's the whole song, and on Instagram it's little clips.
Yeah.
And so even that,
people don't realize that's a lot of time. Like after each podcast, I go back and listen to the full podcast just to see like, oh, this would be a dope clip. Oh, it was at a minute. It was at 32 minutes 45 seconds. Simple like that like, stuff takes time, dude.
Right. You're like, should I clip it here or should I clip it there? Like,
yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's a lot. People don't realize, but no, you smashed that, bro. I legit watched that. I probably watched that video 5 times in a row yesterday. Just that last part, I probably watched 100 times.
Okay.
I swear to God, I don't know what move that is, but it was so dope. It was just like, oh, I gotta hit Jeremy on this. That's insane. It's insane, dude. Like, and now that I'm like learning keys, like chord progression and everything is like, I found a new love for like music itself. Like it's starting to get me different.
You gotta, if you like that lick so much, you gotta check out this Billy Strings thing.
I will.
Got it. I'm gonna send it to you. Like, you just may or may not like his singing, but like,
oh, is he trash vocally?
No, he's a good singer, but he's got like just a very like, his voice is like on the harsh side.
Okay.
But his guitar playing,
Bluegrass got his moments. It's fire. It's fire. Yeah. Is that where would you rank that in your top like 5 genres?
Oh, I don't know. I'm really bad at ranking things, but
are you?
It's up there. It's got to be in my top 5, I would think. Bluegrass. I love the There's a couple things I love about bluegrass. One is that the songs themselves tend to be really simple. Like, they tend to be like 3 or 4 chords.
Oh yeah.
So it's really easy to jam with people on bluegrass tunes because it's just like, oh, yeah, I could play that. It's just a 1-4-5. All right, I could play that. You know, and like, even first of all, there's like standard songs that everyone knows, just like at church.
Yeah.
There's like a standard repertoire that people tend to know. But even if they don't know it, it's like it uses the same kind of basic language, so it's easy to follow along. But then, so it's easy to get started, but it takes a lifetime to master. It's
my favorite. I'm not bad at ranking. A favorite, my top 5. I'll say top 3 because it's not that many that you can go 5. Top 3 would have to be hip hop, like old hip hop, like 90s, where like the groove is the same the entire song, and it's just a vibe. I guess 2 would be like what would you call Fall Out Boy?
Like pop punk, or
would that be that'd be 2 for me? Like Sugar, is that Sugar We're Going Down? Fall Out Boy, right? Yeah. I love. I can play music like that all day long. Okay. All day long. That's like more. That's more open for me. Like more freeing. than cause hip hop it's like opposites. Like hip hop is all locked in. Like you don't really I would never play a fill in hip hop ever in life. But like Fall Out Boy, I would go to town there. I would legit go to town. All right, I got you. I legit go to town there and let me see number 3 for me. I guess number 3 would have to be gospel.
Dude.
My top favorite gospel artist.
I kind of know the answer, but I want to.
Well, I've been arguing with your brother for the last year, I want to say, but Fred has.
Wait, who's the one you just said? The second one?
Hezekiah Walker is the second one.
Oh, Hezekiah. Yeah.
Fred Hammond's the first one, and I'll go John PK. Those 3.
I don't even know that artist.
I'll tell you. I'll show you some stuff. But those three are fire. But anyway, Jared, I'm gonna end it off for you. So I know you gotta go out of here. But one thing, how's Zoya? How's the family?
Zoya is doing well. She's
sleeping.
What?
She's sleeping.
Right now?
No, just in general. She getting enough sleep.
Oh yeah. You're falling asleep in service before.
Yeah.
Because back when she was in school, she was in vet school.
Yeah.
She was working like crazy, like 16 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Insanity.
Kind of like emotional abuse kind of level of work. But now she's got the best job ever. She works 4 days a week and she got 3 days off. And
there it is.
She's supposed to work 9 hours a day, 4 days a week, but a lot of times she stays extra. So because it's the kind of thing where, she might be about to leave. She'll be like, I'm leaving in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then a dog comes in that needs surgery right now. And then she stays for another 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
That happens all the time. But still, it's nice because she'll work her 4 days. She's very busy during those 4 days.
Yeah.
And then she's chilling for 3 days every single week.
Let's go. That's fire. All right, Jared. Are you good? You got something else to say?
I was just gonna say that's the kind of thing that makes me want to. I mean, that's one of the better jobs you can get, but that's the kind of thing that makes me want a normal job where I'm like.
That's a fire normal job though. They ain't all like that, Jay.
Oh, I know, but you have to go through like
the gutter, yeah.
Or to get into that job. That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think I could survive the hell she went through, but yeah, bro. But yeah, hope Hawaii's treating you crazy good. Are you coming? Wait, you say you're visiting back, right? Soon?
I will be home from 13th to the 26th, and I'm hoping to play one Sunday at church.
Yeah. Double it up. 2 guitars. Why not, bro? Oh, let's go. I want
to all do one.
Oh, you tried? Oh, all right.
But hey.
No. All right, Jer. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go, bro. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit though, so I'm gonna just hang up. I ain't gonna stop the stream.
All right, so should I can leave the call. It'll be okay.
You can leave the call. Yeah, I'm gonna switch screens. I'm gonna go straight to me.
Cool. All right. Have a good one.
See you, Jer. Appreciate you. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Recording stop.
Yo, bro. Jer is hilarious. But anyway, that's wild, dude. Like moving to Hawaii to start a whole new vibe. That is, oh god. I kind of missed the screen that I had on Zoom just now. This screen ain't giving y'all. It ain't giving y'all. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to throw down. I mean, I gotta figure out what we eat for dinner tonight. But anyway, thanks for listening to another episode of the EDC podcast. I hope that was dope to y'all. I want to start doing more conversation podcasts like that. Like that's fire to me, man. That's fire to me to get those Jones out of here. Jared's always been a fire dude. Savo's they thorough, man. They thorough. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Kev got to come on here too. Kev just be ducking because he said he got students on Wednesdays. We gonna get him on here though. We gonna get him on here. I'm gonna do it on a Thursday where we don't have rehearsal. Tomorrow I got rehearsal, so we can't record with Kev. Probably next week. I wasn't even gonna go and listen today. I'm glad we figured it out so we can make that happen for y'all. But yeah, I'm outie, man. Appreciate y'all. Gone.